I think we are live. What's up, y'all? This is primarily going to go to Facebook, but I'm sure I'm going to post it on other platforms as well. I wanted to get on and talk about a couple of things, but probably the most pressing is this whole restaurant review situation. So if you've been under a rock somewhere and you don't follow me on YouTube, you probably should, because YouTube is where I really post all of the really great content. So please follow me on YouTube. You can just look up Darius Cooks, and I'm sure I'll pop up somewhere over on YouTube. But one of the things I'm doing right now, I've been on tour about a year and a half now. I went on tour in August of 2021. And I've been on tour ever since then. I am so grateful that I get an opportunity to meet all you amazing people. I get to see so many amazing people, and I feel like it's great. So I'm not having any problems with tour. But one of the things I'm doing, because I can't be in the kitchen as much as I used to be, right? Because remember, I used to be in the kitchen. We used to tear it up almost every day. But that's difficult to do when I'm on tour. So I can't do it while I'm on tour. But I can give you other types of content, things I've been wanting to get to anyway for a while. And one of the things I wanted to get to is doing restaurant reviews, right? If I'm all over the country, pretty much going from city to city to city, it would be nice to highlight some of the restaurants in these cities. And, you know, not for nothing, sometimes you have good experiences and sometimes you don't, right? Or you might have a mix of the two. So this is new territory for me. So I don't really know how I want to approach the reviews per se. I do know, though, that I do feel like I don't really want to be putting people down. Like, I know y'all watch me because you want the real deal. You want to know, okay, Darius, you were there. You said the food was good. How does the food taste? We need to know, pick apart this dish, pick apart that dish. So I'm doing it for you guys. But at the same time, so let me tell you what happened. Let me just cut across the yard. So I went to a restaurant. I was in Florida. I went to a restaurant, and the food wasn't the best. There was a part of it that was good and pieces of it were okay. But the overall experience was such that it left me with no choice but to give like a 2 out of 5, right? So me and Corey are there. We're doing the interviews. We then have an opportunity to the owner. She comes in, right? So that's super dope that she comes in. She's talking to us. She's really sweet, y'all. Like beautiful spirit, beautiful personality. Like the kind of person you would kind of want to hang out with, you know? Like, I thought she was that dope. Food, on the other hand, wasn't so good. So I'm at a Crossroads, right? And the crazy thing is, I did the review live. So part of it is already eaten out there. I was live on Facebook when I was doing all this. Just happened to be live on Facebook. It wasn't intentional. It just sort of happened. Anyway, so did the review, then talked to her, and then I saw Corey put the footage together, right, on the post. So post-production, so editing. And so when I got it to review it, we keep everything in what's called a waiting room in Dropbox. So when I got to Dropbox and I looked at it, I was like, dang, man, I gave this woman's food like a bad score. So I feel bad. So anyway, here's why I'm not going to post it. I talked about this a little bit in a post I put up yesterday on Facebook in terms of why I won't post the review. It's just that, I got to realize that I'm no longer little Darius Cooks, little Darius Williams. Like, my voice has a reach. My voice has an impact. The reach of this brand is substantial. And so I have the power to either help or hurt, right? And if you were to say to me, Darius, did you do these restaurant reviews to hurt people? The answer would be absolutely not, right? So I have to strike a cool balance between giving you the truth without necessarily hurting anybody's feelings. So that's a thing that I got to develop within myself. I think I can do, well, I know I can do it. It just might take me 2 or 3 more times before I get there. So that's one of the reasons I'm not posting the review. But the other reason, like I said, that I'm not going to post the review, and I wanted you to hear this out of my mouth, right? I read your comments, okay? I often peruse the comments. I don't peruse all the comments. Some stuff I say, I know I better not come back and read the comments because I'm going to be unblocked about 45 people. Amen. But in this particular case, I did read the comments. And in reading the comments, one of the overwhelming things that I saw was people were like, you should reach out to the owner. You should reach out to the owner. Oh my God, it would be so great if you reached out to the owner. I'm sure the owner would love to hear from you, right? Maybe you can give your critiques to the owner. So I was going to type my response to that thematic comment section on Facebook, but I said I should probably do a video because you'll be able to get my voice. You'll be able to hear my heart a little bit better, right? This is a thing that I think is important to understand about giving somebody advice they didn't ask for, or suggestions, or whatever the case may be. If you ever feel like inside your heart you want to do that for someone, don't. Okay? For a number of reasons. One, you have to have license with that person, right? You have to be in a particular position where sort of mutual trust has already been established on both parts. And not only has it been established, but it's been tried and it's been tested and it's come out true every single time, right? So I think in order for you to give advice or opinions to someone, the first thing is you've got to have a level of license or level of trust established. The restaurant owner and I, we do not. Okay, so that's number one right there. Number two, you got to put yourself in the position of the restaurant owner. Okay, and I know that might be difficult for some people to do, but let me try to draw a parallel that would probably give it to you the way you need to understand it. Like lots of women that follow me, 97% of my followers are women. Of that, 94% are black women. So I feel very comfortable speaking to the average black woman when I say what I'm about to say. By the way, the owner's a black woman, right? I was raised by black women. My closest friends, people who are in my corner, they are all black women, people who keep me, my moral compass in the right direction, black women. So I feel very comfortable. One of the, I guess you can call it common happenings amongst black people is the way they raise their kids, right? So whether you are in public at Target and you see a mother and a black mother and her black daughter, maybe she's a toddler, right? She's behaving herself. She's, doing what she needs to do. She's in the iPad or whatever, just not causing a ruckus, right? Which kids can sometimes do. What happens if you are out with your daughter or your kid and you're raising your kid and they're having a temper tantrum, right? And someone walks up to you and they go, I wouldn't do that if I were you. I would beat that kid right where they stood. Or they're giving you ideas on how to raise your kids. Number one, they don't have license. Number two, you didn't ask for it. So the natural response, average, typically, is going to be offense, right? Who are you? Sorry, y'all. I'm drinking this tropical smoothie. Tropical smoothie cafe. This is the my first time. It's like a berry acai something or other. I'm trying to drink all my antioxidants because the haters, I want them to know I'm still be alive. Okay, so that's why I'm trying to, like, ginger and carrot and antioxidant and you name it. Okay, and rest and all that good stuff. So anyway, back to what I was saying. How would you feel if a stranger walked up to you and was like, da-da-da-da-da? You'd be like, yo, bro, that's kind of, or yo, sis, that's kind of offensive to be doing that. So I have to realize that when that happens to me and another person, right? This woman who is lovely and beautiful did not ask for my opinion, number one. Number two, I don't have license. And I also don't want to come off offensive. No doubt the audience in the comment section is going to be split. I know that. Half the people will be like, well, you should say something. How is she going to get better? You should do it. And then the other half are going to be like, Darius, you kind of make good sense. That's kind of a great point. You kind of don't want to be in the position where you are offending this woman. That's literally the wrong thing to do. So here we are, right? I'm stuck at a crossroads on what to do and what not to do, right? Because I know half of y'all are gonna be like, she needs your help. Half of y'all gonna be like, oh, you know what? Who are you when she never asked you for your advice? So that's the reason why I feel like it doesn't make sense for me to offer advice to this woman who never asked for my advice. Now, if she came to me and asked for the advice or for my opinion, that's a whole different scenario, right? But that has not happened, and I doubt it will. So with that being said, I'm gonna end this video because I got some more stuff to record, but I wanted to pop on here real fast and give it to you like that. That way you guys understand, because it's like I could type that up, but it's hard to type it up. You don't really hear my voice. You don't hear my heart. And some of y'all think I'm stone cold anyway, Facebook and TikTok, but really I'm not. I'm a sweetheart, right? I do have great moral compass. You know, I do have a center level of spiritualism inside of me. So I try to stay balanced. And I just think it's important as I do this work not to piss people off, right? Now, I can already hear y'all in the comment section, but what's the purpose of doing this? How I feel like y'all sound when y'all talk to me. What's the purpose of doing the review if you only gonna review places where the food is good? Some of y'all already peep game, right? Game is this: if I leave the restaurant with a to-go bag, that means the food was good. If I don't leave with a to-go bag, the food, it's just all right. I saw that and died laughing when I saw that comment. Yeah, so the responsibility is to give it to you straight. It is to review restaurants that are both good and not good. But y'all got to realize, my name stay in people's mouth, right? Honey, I got to be very careful on what I say and how I say it. Another person can say the exact same thing as me. No big deal, no problem. The moment I say something, I'm ready. Y'all ready to hang me on the cross next to two thieves and hope I don't say a mumbling word. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I still got to walk this fine line of being diplomatic and honest and above brow all in the same breath. And as a Capricorn, there's not a challenge that I can't accept, but we Capricorns don't typically think about all of it in its totality in that way. So anyway, videos are already long enough, but I wanted you to hear my heart on this. All right. This is one of the reasons why I have not and will not post the review. It's still up on Facebook Live. So if you want to watch it, you go back and watch it. I'm not saying anything else about it. At this point, I'm moving on to the next restaurants I'm going to post, which happens to be what I ate in Greenville. So 2 restaurants in Greenville, South Carolina. The first was The Venue and the other was Holy Smoke. And I think both owners of those restaurants are waiting on my review. As I'm sure the ones from Orlando who saw me, they're waiting as well. So they'll be up, right? I got 9 jobs, including be a snack, which we'll talk about in a separate video. All right. I'll holler at y'all later. Bye.